Hey YouTube, this is Mr. and Mrs. Optifast, and well, I'm Valerie,
My name is Ken.
and we just wanted to, I don't know, this is our second time recording because the first time it was too long, so let me hurry up and say what I want to say. I've just been, we're going through the Optifast program, and we wanted to have a video journal for a few reasons. One, I think the number one reason is accountability. We have each other, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy that it's both of us trying to do this,
Right.
because it would be so difficult not having that kind of support in your household.
But we want you guys' support.
Yeah.
And we want you guys to hold us accountable.
Yeah.
I was really inspired by one of the videos I seen of a lady who had lost like way more than what, our goal is. And I just see the transformation. I couldn't see anything but really her face, but you could just totally see it. And so
Yeah.
that made me feel good enough for me to get on camera and, and say, hi, introduce ourselves, tell you guys about our goals and the things that we're trying to do,
Yeah.
and how we're gonna go about trying to do it. So,
and maybe what our journey will be inspirational to some of you all out there, and just inspire you to keep going. So, just real brief, we are at the end of round one. This is Super Bowl Sunday, 2010. Saints won, hey. But no, we just wanted to do a pre-video of the journey, but that didn't happen. So we said, okay, if nothing else, we're gonna check in. The other part of it, the other caveat, is that we're not in a class. We're not. We're doing this on our own. That's a long story. I tried to tell it in the last video. Wasn't enough time for that. So I'm gonna skip that part. Ask us questions, or we'll talk about it later. But in the meantime, it's just us on our own, and checking in with our doctor, when we get a chance.
right.
But at the end of the first week, and the reason we're doing it like Sunday to Sunday, even though we started on Monday, is because we weighed in last week Sunday.
Right.
And yeah, it's been a week. So
tell me, show them what you lost in 1 week. 10 pounds.
Yay! 10 pounds. Almost a dress size.
I lost 5 pounds.
And a couple of inches.
Yeah, around
through his chest.
Which was good.
Back area,
So it helps me. It helps with the suits. So that was good. That was good. We're excited about that, and that's gonna motivate us and push us through. And so we're looking for comments. I can tell you one of the things I feel more than dedicated to go about it now. I mean, you think about Super Bowl Sunday. I wouldn't have missed Super Bowl Sunday and chicken wings and beer for nothing in the world. But we've made the investment to buy the food, and we're pumping each other up, and so we're excited, and we want to get it going. One thing that I learned that really helps me with the Optifast, after I do a shake, I almost drink a quart of water. I almost drink a quart of water per shake.
Does anybody else find that it just seems salty?
Yeah, I drink a quart of water per shake, and you know what? And if I don't drink the quart of water per shake, I can tell. I can tell either a little headache starts to kind of creep in.
So okay, we're trying to both lose at least 80 pounds.
80 pounds is the
Our
goal.
BMIs are like 40 and 41.
Right, because we're short and
we're short and cute. Really short and round, or somewhat, but I'm 10 pounds less round. Right. And no, you know what, it's challenging because we've basically divorced food, and we're having to relearn how to live with food and appreciate it and love it, and not drown it in salt and grease
Yeah.
And it's just a new experience, you know. And it's not that we've tried to do clean eating, and that is actually
It's
what
been
we're gonna
working.
transition into. But it's just that we're so obese. We're at that point where it's like we need to be able to get some of this weight off of us so we
Right.
can do what we need to
So
do.
now is the time to go on and do it because we early 30s, and we know that
29.
yeah, if we don't do some serious changing right now, it's gonna really go downhill real quick. So we want to try to go on and be proactive and get a good head start. Optifast is, we've seen the reviews, we've seen other people that's done the program and had much
Excuse me.
success. People getting taken off medications had a lot of success, so that's what we want,
Yeah.
and we want the same success, and we
And
know
we're not
that
on medication,
right,
thankfully, not yet, and hopefully not ever. But
right,
the idea is that we're trying not to go there
right.
because I know for me, I have it bad on both sides of my family. So the idea that I'm 30 and I just don't want to live like this.
Exactly.
Just basic things. And we're active.
Yeah.
He plays ball with his friends. We have gym memberships. We go to the gym, not as regularly as we should. But it's just that, when you huffing and puffing and can't hardly breathe, it's not much
It's
motivation
just, and then
to be
too, a
going.
lot of it is cultural in that
Yeah.
we're both from the South. Um, what we consider good food is always really bad food. It's
Sorry.
high caloric food that's really bad for you. I mean, it's nothing for a person in the South to consume in one meal 3,000 calories and then go to sleep 2 hours later, 3 hours later. You'd have to be a lumberjack to deal with that kind of. You have to be working
That's
all
wrong.
day. You'd have to be a lumberjack to be able to burn that type of calorie.
Yeah.
And so, we're really trying to be conscious of it. And so, with the Optifast, where we're doing it, according to the new
Whew,
class,
excuse me.
it's 960 calories per
Yeah.
day. And it's been said that you could go to sleep, you could sleep all day and lose weight. So we're gonna start working out next week. We didn't. They
Or this
advised.
week.
They
This
advised
this
not
is
to.
for this is now the second week we're going into.
Mhm.
The first week I wouldn't have been able to do it. Or I'll just say the first 3 days were so hard, not
Right.
because we were hungry. Like you seriously, if you stop and say, "Am I hungry?" You are not hungry.
Right.
It's just that craving for food.
Right.
Some people say they just have a serious craving for wanting to chew something.
Right.
But it wasn't that for me. It was just certain foods. Excuse me. It was time for me to go to bed. No, but it's certain foods, and we were talking about how your ability to smell certain foods, just the way they smell is so intensified
Right.
when you're not eating. It just was crazy. So then you really get to feeling, oh my God, I want a slice of pizza,
Right. Right.
and we're gonna work on that. We have strategies for that. We'll talk about that in another video, but it's definitely those first few days. You're trying to transition, and you're just like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, your
And you
body's
feel a
like, hey,
little
yeah,
lightheaded, woozy, or whatever. So wasn't no working out gonna happen.
right.
But you know what? It was funny because like that fourth day, like about 1 o'clock. By 1 o'clock, I was zooming.
Mm.
It was short lived, but it was good when I had it. So I'm really looking forward to this week because I do think like energy levels
Right.
will
We're gonna
shoot
be
up, and
fine.
we're gonna start the working
But
out. So I think we'll lose
the
more.
body's getting accustomed saying, okay, this is how it's gonna
Hmm.
work. Okay. Well, this usually it takes about a month for the body to get fully accustomed, according to what the most people say. But
Yeah.
we want to get in there and start working out. And, I mean, we figure if we burn a couple hundred calories a day working out, I mean, you just cut
Man.
down the calorie intake to about 760. So and then being able to tone up, and so we're excited. We're not gonna go overtime on this one.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any suggestions for us or things that you found helpful, you don't hesitate to just put a comment down there. We were inspired by others who have broadcast themselves to hold themselves accountable, and that's the idea.
All right, so we'll see you for round two, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and comment. All right, bye.